Welcome back car fans and Japans. Today we're driving a modified Mitsubishi EVO with a pops and bang tune. The exhaust sounds like the aftermath of Pearl Harbor. The main reason I like this car so much is the handling. It feels planted on the track and has phenomenal turn-in. It has better handling and accuracy than a kamikaze pilot. I can only imagine what goes on into the mind of a kamikaze pilot. Their entire job is based on offing themselves. What are the training or practice protocols that goes behind being a kamikaze pilot? Do you even get a pension, employee benefits? Like, what's going on? If you didn't know what a kamikaze pilot is, imagine a malnourished, middle-aged Japanese man who used to be a rice farmer, but now he flies airplanes straight into the heart of enemy ships. I can only wonder what happens during Take Your Kid to Work Day. All your friends' parents, they probably work as some accountant, but your dad is a glorified 9/11 pilot. If you could work any job in the world, what would it be? Leave it down in the comments below. Personally, I always wanted to be a McDonald's manager so I could get free Big Macs. Then I told my immigrant mom, and she very calmly talked some sense back into me. If you know one thing about immigrant parents, you know that it was not very calm and it was not verbal. We had to immigrate from a very dangerous country and start a new life here. And if your son says he wants to be a McDonald's manager, that's like spitting on your parents' face, bro. Like, you could be so much more than that. Anyways, if exhaust noises mimic human voices, I can imagine a Ford F-150 to sound like some inbred Alabama truck driver who likes to drink alcohol and play UFC 4 with his wife. The Mitsubishi EVO would probably sound like a samurai with honor and dignity. The Japanese always had a lot of honor. During World War II, 2nd Lieutenant Hiro Onoda was deployed to a small island in the Philippines. His orders were simple: fight at all costs and never surrender. Eventually the war did end and the Allied powers had won, but Onoda and his crew continued fighting. Flyers would be airdropped saying Japan had surrendered, but Onoda's team thought that it was an enemy tactic built to deceive them. Onoda and his men were in the jungle for almost 29 years. He eventually returned to Japan in 1974, but the horrors he's seen in Japan shocked him even more. Bro saw how these guys were simping over anime girls and said, "Oh nah, I'm out," and he moved to Brazil. He went from chilling with the Yakuza to the cartels. Who do you guys got in a fight, the Yakuza or the cartels? Personally, I gotta go with the cartels, cause they got my boy Charles Oliveira on the front lines. Oliveira deserves a belt, and the designer of the Mitsubishi EVO 8 deserves a gold medal.